Hey, everybody. Welcome to the SyFy Sistas podcast, where we give you our point of view. I'm Tamia Harper, joined today by my sisters, Yvette Blackman Tom
Hello.
and Sabrina Wood.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop, whoop. Hey, hey. Y'all, it's a good show because we finally got a chance to talk to all of our favorite people from Foundation. Apple TV
Ooh,
Plus was kind enough to invite us to the press junket for Foundation Season 3, which is coming up. We're so excited about it. And we got all these great interviews. Was it not fun?
it
Oh
was
my God.
fun. Would you say, Sabrina, it was early?
It was early. Yes.
It was.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
It
yeah,
was early.
Because
Yeah,
they
because
were, they were,
they,
go ahead, I'm
they're
sorry.
based in
no,
London,
you go ahead.
so
Yeah.
which was really cool because now we're doing like transatlantic interviews. All right, stop it.
Can't tell us nothing.
Nothing.
Can't tell me shit.
Exactly. Oh, but thank God we weren't on the West Coast. So
Right?
there's
I know.
that.
Oh, they would have.
Like a lot of those people that we were
hmm
on that press junket with were all West Coast people.
Yeah, it's a lot of that. I felt bad for
Hmm.
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
it was worth it.
absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely, it was worth it. And, and we were really honored to be in that company. It was
Yeah.
all these big, huge press outlets
Oh my
Tell me
God.
about it.
Yes.
and us.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Daily Beast was there and
Oof.
TV Week, Inverse Magazine. I was like, well, hey, hey.
Right.
IO9, the Mary Sue,
Mm-hmm.
Wired. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it was crazy, like
It
crazy
really
big
was.
people.
And
Like,
the
I was
Sci-Fi Sisters.
right?
yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Yep,
yeah,
yep,
so it was really cool. It
yeah.
was really cool.
Definitely was treated very well by Once Upon a Time, I think was the
Yes.
outlet
Hmm.
that put
Oh,
everything together. They did a
They
wonderful
were
job.
amazing. They were
Yeah,
amazing.
they really were.
faultless.
Seamless.
Seamless, yeah.
Yes, exactly. Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
God, they had it
Definitely a
Flawless,
shout.
together.
professional,
Yeah.
nice, courteous, like down to earth, like
Mhm.
just amazing.
With
Yeah.
Made
that
sure
British
we knew,
accent.
yeah, with all these British accents, made
I
sure we
loved
knew
it.
the correct pronunciations of people's names, like everything.
Yes. Yes. They were
Great.
very professional.
Told us
Um,
exactly how much time we had before we
yeah.
were going into the breakout room with this guest. And I mean, they just had us totally calm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the word. They definitely kept us in a very comfortable place.
Yeah.
Because it was long. It was a long
Yeah,
morning.
yeah. It was
But they
about four
definitely,
hours.
and they kept letting us know what exactly was going on, which I really loved. Um, so I just appreciate them. I just wanted to give them a big shout out for that.
Yay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yay. Yay. Once upon a time. You guys rock.
Yep.
So, our first interviews that we want to bring to you is Brother Dawn and Brother Dusk,
My
Cassie and Bilton,
favorites.
and Terrence Mann. Those are Yvette's favorites.
They're
Yes.
my favorites.
I
I
have
love, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I have I like them a lot too, especially this season.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Yes.
have called them my favorites previously,
Mm,
but they were starting to grow on me. But
yeah.
yeah.
I love them. I think they're my favorite characters since the beginning. Um, I always I mean, I love the rest of them, but when they come, I notice all kinds of antics, because the dynamic is, the older brother and the baby brother. And like I told them, I get the dynamic. I have
Hmm.
three children and they play those parts like three children. And and it's always those bookends that will can ruin or make or wreck your day. So I just love, just watching their dynamic. They were really fun. They were a lot
I
of
thought
fun.
this season too, they just said they were just so close. I mean, it seems like, they're used to each other, the
Yeah.
acting styles now.
hmm
And this season, I mean, they were bringing it in these episodes. They were
Yeah.
just like breaking my heart and making me feel like, okay, it was so like, I don't know if I trust him. I don't know what's going on. Is he
Yeah.
really telling him what he needs?
hmm
Because, somebody's always holding something back in these shows.
Always,
Hmm.
always,
You don't know
Yeah.
always.
what the real deal is with them, but
Right.
they seem sincere with each other this season, and I really enjoyed the performances these two gave us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So we hope you guys enjoy the interview because here it comes. Hello, how you guys? So
Hi.
so
SyFy
delighted to meet you. We're the
sisters.
SyFy sisters, Tamia, Sabrina, and Yvette.
Hi guys.
Hey,
Hello.
Up. Terry
go
and I are
ahead.
both big musical theatre fans, and we were saying that you guys should do it like the Schuyler sisters. Have you guys seen that happen?
The
Yeah.
Skyless
My
sisters.
sisters.
Eliza.
And Kelly.
I love that. That's
That
why I
would be
love you
funny.
guys. So
How
I
are
have
you
the
guys
first.
doing?
Good. I
Good,
have the
good.
first question because you two are my favorite characters
Oh
Start.
yeah.
in Foundation. Because I have three children, so I understand three children.
Mm,
Understand the dynamics. The Cleons are born into this illusion of control, right? They
mm,
got the same face, same legacy, but each generation there's a little more cracks.
mhm,
So how did you approach playing that character who's supposed to be a copy,
mm.
but still carving out the character's individuality?
I think that
He looks right
you
at
you straight in the deep end. I love it. Um, uh, I think the question sums up what's great about the show is that
Hmm.
as actors we come back year on year, and we're doing it now for 5 years. It's half a decade of our lives, and
Right?
we are all united in our understanding of who Cleon the First is, and because we've established that so solidly in the first two seasons, now we just come and read the scripts and play, and all we can do. From our point of view, is read the script and run with what's in front of us. I think this show has such incredible scope and an incredible sense of scale. But really, what it's about for us, and I think what makes the Cleons really work in the show, is really it's just a complicated family dynamic.
Right.
And as much as it's a science fiction show, I think there are people at home that can see themselves in the relationship that I have with Terry or with Lee or with Laura. I understand that not everybody has a crazy robot looking after them and they're not clones. But everyone wants to feel different from their parents.
But
or
family
everyone-
is family, right?
Exactly.
Right.
We all experience the same thing to a degree.
Mm.
That's
Hmm.
true. That's true. That's true. Go ahead.
I think. Go ahead, Sabrina.
Yeah.
That question was also for both of you. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. He answered it for me. I mean,
Okay.
the only thing I would add to that is that we know who we are, and we've worked on the idiosyncrasies and the things that are similar, and we've come up with bits and
Mhm.
gestures that we all three do because we are Cleonic.
Right.
So
Cleon.
that's from the outside in. That's how we establish that. Other than that, we're just who we are, and what happens to us is how we differ.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really he's really hit the nail on the head there.
Yes.
Well, I don't have a question. I just have kudos. Brother Dusk and
Love
Dawn,
you.
yeah, no questions. Just listen to how much we love you. Brother Dusk and Dawn were close from the very beginning, or I always sensed that they were. But this season, in a story that spans centuries, you two convey a subtle sense of tenderness and urgency in Dusk mentoring Dawn. And even while he's worrying about his own demise and his losing his memories, like what memories are really his. And I just loved your scenes together because it just, like you said, the family dynamic was so touching to watch in this craziness that's going on around you
Right.
that you two still pulled out that you're family, you're related, and you're going to help him do whatever he needs to do.
That's correct. That's exactly right. I
That's
couldn't
really
put it better.
touching. Thank you so much. That's made a
Yep. That's it.
Well, I just want to say thank you guys. You're so much. We have a really fun question if we can. Oh, and that's it. That's time. That's time for us. I just got
quickly
the.
say you guys are the reason we make the show. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Love it.
Oh,
Love it.
thank
so
you. Well,
much.
we
That's
appreciate
why
you
you're
and
the
your
best.
efforts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take
Bye.
care. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
Okay. So, what'd you guys think? That was a good interview. You know?
They're
I
all
loved
good
it.
interviews. What
Yeah. Oh, this is
are you
true.
talking about? They're all good.
Personally, my
Well,
favorite
just because
question.
it doesn't bring into doubt that the other ones are also not good, you know? It's just a statement of fact.
I love the fun question. That's my favorite part of all the
Oh yeah.
interviews.
Mhm.
Sometimes we get really serious, and I thought, we could, just to have fun. I know it was a long day, um, And I
Yeah,
think,
he's
I was like, oh, how about we do a fun question this time? So
Yeah.
I
I think
think they
that
all
helped.
appreciated it too because they were like,
Yeah.
I mean, they're sitting there, we're talking about how many different outlets were there, and they're doing these 5 minutes like over
Yeah.
back to back, back to back, back to back, probably the same daggone question. They're just like, how did you feel playing the? Oh, okay, and they're so gracious. They never make
Yeah.
you feel like this is the 59th time somebody's asked me this. You
Right.
never
True.
get that feeling from any of
Right.
them. So
No.
I give them big props for, they just laugh when we ask them the fun question.
Yeah, yeah. But I thought it was a particular delight to talk to both of them. And then I was like a little bit like in awe, like I am in an interview room with Terrence Mann. Like I'm
I
dying.
know,
I
oh my
I'm
know.
dying right
gosh.
now.
No.
Like I cannot help but
Oof.
be in awe of this silver fox here,
Oof.
you know?
He's been in
That's a silver fox
everything.
right there. Yeah, he
Yeah.
has.
From the
Yeah,
dust.
he has.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Stella.
was it was super cool. And then, we have Lee Pace and Laura
Mm.
Byrne, Brother Day and Demerzel. Okay, so Lee Pace, all right, like we know you're married, you know you're gay. Like I'm serious, but dude,
It don't mean
you can get it.
I'm straight, but that
Like
don't mean I'm
Any
blind.
freaking
right,
time.
right. Anytime you decide to cross over, buddy.
Oof.
Tricked
And-
out Jesus, crazy ass day. I don't care.
I
Blowing
call
up,
him Hippie
screaming,
Day.
yeah, you
trippy
could
day,
hippie day.
Hippie
Yeah.
Day.
hippie
So
day. I don't care which
okay,
day.
stop giving
Right.
away all the good secrets from this
Woo!
interview because and also to be able to talk to Laura Byrne, like Demerzel, she's my jam. She's my favorite. Outside of
Listen,
Lou, she's my
Hmm.
favorite character,
Sure, sure, sure. I
like for
agree.
sure,
Yeah, yeah,
by a
definitely. For
long
sure.
shot.
For sure.
killing
For
this,
sure.
So
killing
I
it.
was just, and she is killing it, and I
Yeah.
didn't realize that she was Danish, and that's where the
Finish.
wonderful Finnish, excuse me,
Hmm.
Pilu is Danish.
Hmm.
Um,
My
uh,
grandfather's Danish.
Yeah. So Laura is Finnish, and that's where that wonderful accent of
Hmm.
hers
I
comes from. That it
know.
works perfectly with her character, the character of Demerzel. She's sort of out of place and out of
Yeah.
time with
Hmm.
the people around her. But anyway, okay. Enjoy this interview, y'all. We think it'll be a good
Yes,
one.
it will.
Thank you. Hello, Lee and
Hi.
Laura.
Hi.
Hi, we're the
Hi.
SyFy sisters. I'm Tamia and Sabrina and Yvette. How you
I
doing?
love
love it.
it. I
Yeah.
love it. We have all three
So
sci-fi
good.
sisters
Yeah.
here.
Yes, you do.
Thank you. We're so excited to talk to you all. You're amazing, and this is our first time ever being able to talk to you. And both of your performances have really captured all of our hearts. So
Yes.
thank you for the jobs that you're doing. You're absolutely amazing in the show.
Oh my gosh,
Thank
thank you
you.
for
Thank you
that.
so
That
much.
really
Yeah.
means a lot to me that you're enjoying it.
Oh,
Thank you.
cool.
Oh,
Cool.
yeah.
Sabrina, go ahead first.
I have the first question. So, Lee, you've given us some very different Brother Day performances in the first two seasons. And how did you feel when you read the script and found out you were going to be more of a space hippie tricked out like Jesus?
I mean, I thought it was a really fun departure from where he's been in the past, and it made total sense to me. Because at the end of last season, he became aware, well, the Cleon culture became aware that they have no power at all, that their power is a fantasy, that the only one that has the power is the robot that is pretending
Mhm.
to serve them, when in reality, she's puppeting them through the generations so that she can control the galaxy. It is outrageously
It
devious.
looks like,
Yeah.
And so now we've got, look, you're just like.
I'm just waiting for my turn.
uh-oh, uh-oh.
What's actually going on?
And so we've got now a Cleon who knows it and is disillusioned and doesn't believe that he has any power, knows that he doesn't have any power. So why is he going to go into that throne room and pretend and boss people around and execute people and send warships here and stuff? He says, I'm going to go take it easy, get stoned in the garden, hang out with my girlfriend and play with my ferret. Like you guys can pretend you're in control of things. I don't want anything to do with it. And
I thought that was a lot of fun, and it made me laugh. So I
Oh, your one-liners are just too much.
Yeah.
oh good,
I love
good.
it. I love it.
Oh good.
I call him the Gen X Cleon.
Right.
Laura, your portrayal of Demerzel is truly affecting to me. Like, I see her constantly balancing on this knife edge between this humanity and these completely inhuman acts that she's forced into doing, right, by the prescriptions placed on her by Cleon the First. How do you walk this balance with her? And do you see her tipping? I'm reading her as tipping more one way than the other, but it's a constant struggle with her.
Definitely. I totally agree with you. And I think this season the struggle is even harder than before. I think in the previous seasons it's more straightforward. Like she has been programmed to do one thing and she's as good as in it that you can be. Like she has all the information, she sees everything, hears everything. This season I think the tipping kind of like she tips more to the other side and it's kind of hard for her to keep control anymore, or is that the best thing that could happen to her, to lose control a little bit? Because also it's a heavy responsibility, it's a heavy duty, and even though she holds power, she's the most imprisoned being in the galaxy. She has no
Wow.
freedom, and she's very, very lonely, curled in the palace.
Aw,
Nobody listening to her, like
Right.
nobody asking her how she's doing. How are you holding with all this responsibility? Like, would you need to have a day off? No, it's like she's working.
That's
The way
right.
he's able
Sounds
to
like every
check
other
out,
woman in the
take
galaxy.
a break. But yeah, the
Thank you. They're
lazier he
telling
gets, the busier she gets.
Well, you're killing a lot of people. That's probably why no one wants to talk to you.
they're telling us that we have to wrap, but Yvette, can you throw really quickly?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we'll.
Oh, so my question is fun. If you had to survive the collapse of the Galactic Empire with just one item from craft services and one other cast member by your side, what would you grab and who would it be?
I would grab a jelly donut and Lara.
Nicely
I would
done.
have said fresh fruits and Lee Pace.
you're going down together, okay?
Perfect. We love
Thank you
you
so
all.
much.
Thank you so much for your
Thank
time.
you.
Thanks for
Thank
doing
you.
this. Okay. Was I right or was I right? It is a
You were
good
totally
interview.
You were
and
right.
yay.
No lies.
Lee
No
Pace,
lies
My
were told.
God. No.
Lee Pace and Laura Byrne, like they're
Yeah.
awesome.
They
And
were so gracious. Yeah.
yes, they were so much fun when we came on. They just like kind of just reacted, and we kind of reacted back. Like it was like, oh, I was like, oh, okay, what are we doing here?
Well, it's always cool too because we always surprise people because there's more than one of us, right?
Mhm.
They're
Yeah.
doing on these long days, and like you said, like I mean, all these press outlets. They had 2 days worth of a press junket,
Yeah, that's
and
right. They did.
and they're getting press outlets from all over the world, and it's 5 minutes at a time, and so. To see three Black women pop on your screen, it's a refreshing change.
I believe so.
Lee was like, "Where are you? Where? What's going on?"
It was really good.
And I just wanted to say, Lara is a huge star in
Laura.
Finland. Lau-
Laura.
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 She's a huge, huge star
Huge. Yes.
in Finland. I mean, she is like all that in a bag of chips over there. She's their biggest star and just knocking it out of the park. I'm so glad she's got this huge global
Yes.
Yes.
recognition in this part. because
She's
she
killing it
deserves
this season. I
It's
mean,
Oh,
right.
God, wow. It,
she
Yes.
killed it from the minute she
she
came on
really
screen.
did, but
From
wow, to
season
see
one.
where
Yeah.
she's coming, see her
Yes.
arc.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, see that like I'm always in awe of actors who have constraints around their performance,
Mm-hmm.
who are still convey so much
Yes.
internal information to us, right? Whether it
Yep.
be their conflict that they're going through.
Mm-hmm.
And, because I always think about like back to like silent film days and stuff when people had to act with their eyes most
Sure.
of the time, it's all these other things. Like you're calling on all these other things that like she's restricted,
Right. Her
and
body is
it's
in that costume. She can't really
Right.
flail her arms all around and start yelling and screaming.
well,
She's
and would a robot anyway, unless they were
exactly.
programmed to
She's a
do such? She's not
right.
a
She
Star
can't.
Wars robot.
Right.
Star Wars robots have all sorts of intelligence and all sorts of emotions. I mean, varying levels of intelligence and
Mhm.
emotions, and you get all the humanity out of them, But this is, and she's not a Star Trek robot.
Right.
I mean, we
No,
don't, I
Mhm.
mean,
she's a
she's
one of a kind.
amazing.
Yeah, she's not I this season, I mean, like you said, she's always been the character, but this season she's just wow. Her acting, I think, is just I don't know, I just believe everything, you
Yeah, right.
know, you
Every
Yeah,
know,
moment.
yeah.
and she's making me feel everything,
Hmm.
so love this
And
show
I
So
want
anyway.
I want to give some credit to the writers and the directors because the way they're shooting her and you know cutting and it's just amazing because they give you these shots that are just like, oh, you're killing me. I mean, because they're helping her with
Yeah.
the way she's got to. I mean, the close-ups on her sometimes. I mean, they
hmm
are just. I'm like watching all these cuts and shots, and I'm going like, yeah, they are just bringing it. Everybody is playing
Yeah.
a game in this one this season. I mean,
Everybody,
not
yeah.
that they
Yeah.
didn't. Last season was amazing,
Hmm.
but this season's coming out the gate like
We
okay.
know what we're
hmm
doing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
And
don't forget our girl Roxanne Dawson is
Exactly.
directing again. She's actually an executive producer now.
she's
So
an
I saw her
executive
there.
producer,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Exactly. That I
yeah.
saw that. I was so
Yeah.
excited by that. And let me just say, Lee Pace as the Big Lebowski is like killing it. I'm loving it. I love it. You know, I,
You, she mentioned that the other day. I fell out of my chair.
But that's
I
so
mean, isn't it
classically
perfect,
right.
right? It's
Yes,
not
Right.
like
he
Space
is
Jesus.
just
It's the Big Lebowski.
It is.
he's
When
so
we were saying
done.
all of those things, she said the big, I was like, oh my God, yes. That's exactly who he is.
Hmm.
Brother
Perfect.
Lombowski.
Brother Lebowski. Totally,
Perfect.
totally. Oh,
Ooh.
okay. All right. So, we got a new favorite this season. And that's Pilu Aspect. He's amazing. And so and
He
I
just
mean,
took
y'all
over.
look, just listen to the interview and you'll know why we all fell in love with him, okay?
There you go.
Hi, Pilu. We're the
Hi.
SyFy Sisters. I'm Tamia. We've got Yvette and Sabrina. Thank
Hey,
you, thank you,
ladies.
thank you. Hi, it's so nice to meet you.
It's so wonderful
Um,
to be part of it. The Sci-Fi Sisters. I love that title.
thank you. We love it too. Okay,
Yeah.
we know this 5 minutes is going to fly by, so we're going to jump right. I know, just like that. We're going to jump right into it. And by the way, I've loved you in a lot of things for a long time. So thanks for Lucy and thanks for Game of Thrones.
Lucy was my first international job with Luc Besson
And
and
it's so
Scarlett
cool.
Johansson.
I love that movie.
I don't know, like when we're just us four hanging out. I can say this like honestly. I was shitting myself. I was working honestly. The truth. It's Luc Besson and Scarlett. My first
Yeah.
ever international gig.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
That's awesome.
And I get killed after 9 minutes.
I know, right?
I have one. Can I say one good story from that show or from that
Oh
movie? I
boy.
will be
Okay.
super fast.
Go.
I'll super fast. So I'm doing my scene. It's the beginning of the film. It's like 10 pages dialogue between me and Scarlett. It kicks off the whole movie, and Luke. He's super cool. He's incredible director. He's one of my favorite directors of all time. And we're doing the scene with Scarlett. She's nailing it. And then he does my setup, my close-up, and I'm fighting for it. And he goes like, "Pilou, faster, faster, Pilou, faster, faster. No, you have to speak faster." And I'm like, I'm saying the lines. And then we're done, and we finished like one day early. We had like 4 days to shoot that scene. And after like 2 days, he comes up to me and is like, "Hey, Pilou, do you want to see something at the monitor?" And I'm like, "Yeah, oui, Luc, I want to see what you want to show me." And then he says, "Come here, I want to show you something." Normally, when the director invites you into his little tent to the monitor, he wants to show you your close-up and how good you are. So he
Right.
sits me in his chair and he says, "Look at this, Pilou." And it's Scarlett's close-up.
and I'm sitting and watching Scarlett's close-up for like 20 minutes in different versions. And I'm sitting there not saying a word. And then after 20 minutes, he says, "Now, Pilou, that is a movie star. Now get out."
Oh my God.
And I was like, okay. And then the moment I got up from the chair, his chair broke underneath him and he fell to the ground. And I looked at him and I went like, "Now look, that is called karma." But
She's quick.
yeah. No, but he's incredible. We're very good friends, and he's
Oh
a
my God,
phenomenal
that's so
director.
fun.
And he was just he wanted to show me what I should work with in the future.
Oh my God. That was a teaching moment, wasn't it?
Yeah.
For both
For
of
both
you.
of you.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to ask about Foundation before they start screaming at us. So on the surface, the mule looks like he could be this really sort of one-dimensional baddie sort of guy, right? Like like, why is this a guy a bad guy? We don't know. But you bring so much depth to this guy. It's amazing to watch you perform him. And
Thank you.
I see this season as having a lot to do with the breaking of people's personal chains, right? And yeah, right.
Yeah.
And what do you think? What is the mule struggling against? And what is he fighting for?
I love that question. First of all, what he's struggling with is not to be accepted by the world he's part of. And have you seen all the 9 episodes? So you know. Okay, wait. But
I've seen part of them.
Yeah, part of them. So the thing is this.
Yeah.
There would be an explanation why the mule is who he is. And no one is born evil. No one. Evil is something you become because you don't get respect, or you don't get love, or you don't have an adult in your life that treats you well. That is how you create evilness within a person, in the fictional world, but also in the real world. So that is what he's struggling with, never feeling loved by anyone. He's isolated. He's a little island. And what was the second question?
What is he fighting for?
He's fighting for love. He's fighting for being loved. He's fighting for the dictatorship. He wants to rule the world because he thinks Foundation has ruined his life. He thinks the empire has ruined his life. And now he wants revenge. But he also wants to show the world that he can be a better leader than any of those two worlds, you know? And that's what he's fighting for. He's a man with a mission, and he's not going to stop.
Yeah. I love that.
You know?
Wow.
If you
Sabrina,
don't,
you want to go real
So,
quick?
yeah.
yes. So following up on that, Mule must be
I'm
an
really sorry.
exhausting character.
Can we just
to
do this
play.
question? We'll just do this question.
Okay.
Sorry, they're stopping down. Well, we'll do your question. Because I said a story at the beginning.
So I just wanted to know, do you do anything special to get into character? And more importantly, do you do anything special to come out of that character?
Yeah, I have a ritual where I drink a gallon of blood before I go on set. And if it can be baby blood, it's even better. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay.
So you're not
It's the
coming out.
SyFy sisters.
No.
If I can't be inappropriate in this company, when can you be inappropriate? No, I've done so many villains, and I love them, and I defend my characters with everything I got. I think the best thing is to have a confidence when you go into the room, feel you are allowed to be there. There's a reason why you're there. You got the role because you are the best one to perform this character. And take that self-confidence into the room. This is like a general thing you can use in life, that you are allowed to be where you are. So that's my ritual. What did I
Thank
take
you.
away? What did I take away from the mule? Find love. Find love. You need it in your life.
Yeah, he needs to be loved.
If you can't get baby
Yes, he
blood,
does.
if you can't get baby blood, find some love.
No baby blood.
Well, thank you so much. We love you, and you're one of us, and we can't wait to talk to you again sometime soon.
Thank you. I'm one of the sisters. That makes me
Yes,
very
you
proud.
are. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Was I not right, or was I not right? I mean, he is so much fun. He's delightful. He's hilarious.
He was just, I mean, as soon as we got on the screen with him, I was like, I knew we were in trouble.
Yeah.
We are no longer, you are no longer in control of your TV. Yeah.
Exactly.
The
Nope.
outer limits.
He was telling everybody in the background, no, we got one more. No,
Right.
I was doing this. I was like, you know,
I know. He was like, I was like, look, they're telling us to cut. He's like,
Two
nope.
but
minutes.
and
Wrap
he
it
goes,
up.
I told the story in the beginning, so
We got more. I'm like, well, this might be an Anson moment, so I'm not gonna say nothing, but
Nope.
you just got here, dude. You can't be ordering people around.
that was Tamia's fault. He fell in love with Tamia made his day, boy.
Oh, I know. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
I
Before we
know. Like,
do
you're one of us. He's like,
right.
I am. I'm a
Like I'm
sci-fi
a
sister.
Oh
Like,
my goodness. Before we do move on, I just want to make sure everybody realizes that Foundation starts July 11th, Friday, July 11th on Apple TV Plus.
Yeah.
yes. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you for that, because I didn't do that at the top of the show, but this now is a good time.
It will be everywhere, don't worry.
Yeah, I know, right? I don't know how
We'll
you
be
guys
telling
can
you.
miss it. Like, let me tell you. Like, so, the more I go through with the season, I know that they diverged from the original books so much. Um, Personally, I'm one that is so thankful that they did. Like, I like the books are what they are
Mhm.
and have their place in science fiction
Sure.
history, but they don't necessarily stand the test of time. They're a product of their times when Asimov was writing in the 40s and 50s from a white male perspective.
Mhm.
So this show really brings a lot more people into the fold,
Yeah.
so to
Yeah.
speak.
Yeah.
So, but what I was saying, but what I was really meaning to say about that is this season we're getting a lot of these characters from the books in sort of the same way that they were used in the books. The previous seasons we had characters from the books in name, but
Mhm.
Right.
not
Exactly.
indeed in
Not
action
indeed. Not indeed.
necessarily,
Exactly.
you know.
Yes.
And this season we're getting that we're getting these characters and we're getting them indeed in action as well, which is really
Good to know.
that's it finally feels like a good marriage there.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
good to know.
Yeah.
hmm And speaking of deed in action, Jared Harris is coming up, and again, okay, so
Girl, I was
Sabrina
not
and
right.
the
I was not
man's
right.
he started speaking Beltalowda to us, and
I lost my mind.
I
I
was like, should I
lost
leave?
I lost many functions of my anatomy.
Well, I couldn't talk as soon as he came on the screen because I
Right.
was I was just crazy as
It's,
I was
it's
waiting for
Dumbledore's
that.
baby boy.
I love Jared Harris. He has been in everything. I mean, the first time I ever saw him was Mad Men. And
Hmm.
Mhm.
and that was fairly recently, but I had not seen him before on all these other things that he's done. But, I was saying that to me, I said, I even loved his father. I mean,
Hmm.
the whole daggone family. But I didn't realize his two brothers were big in theater and acting too. But his brother's a director and the other brother's an actor. But, Richard Harris, I mean, he's Dumbledore. I mean, come on.
Right?
So I'm
Yeah.
like,
Dumbledore's baby boy.
Dumbledore's son is here. Oh my God, what are we gonna do? What are we talking about here? Oh my God.
And
Oh,
then we started talking about, well, he brought up the expanse.
he sure did.
Like, I mean, and when he did, I felt this big because that was written down in my notes to bring up. But you get in the moment
Yeah.
sometimes and you get a little overwhelmed. So I was like so grateful that he did because it gave us a chance to fangirl like appropriately.
It was
I
so cute.
mean, wow.
I mean, yeah. So please enjoy Jared's interview, our brief 5 minutes of glory with Jared Harris. Hello, we are
Hi.
the SyFy Sisters. I'm Tamia, and we have Yvette and Sabrina. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you. So we are like we've been such a huge fan of yours for a long time,
Oh,
and
thank
then
you.
especially in this show. And your portrayal of Harry is it's just amazing. Like you give us something different all the time and you take us in really unexpected directions. And they say, like, you don't want to meet your heroes, right? Because people often get disappointed by their heroes when they meet him, that they're figureheads instead of the human beings that they are. And Harry has now become like a literal religious icon and this figurehead of the foundation. And I'm wondering what you met in Harry. How do you feel? What do you feel are Harry's most human traits when you see him as in this role?
Well, I mean, this season specifically, the idea was to right towards what you're saying, your question there, because he was the idea was on purpose to be revered as a religious figure by the First Foundation during the part of the story that season 2 dealt with. But by this time, he doesn't want to be viewed that way, and he's fed up with it, and starting to feel the limitations of the choice that he's made, and there's a desire for him to experience what it's like to be human again, and he starts to conceive as the vault as being a prison, and this choice as being a prison, and he probably didn't properly consider what this was going to be like, more or less thought that he would be able to handle it in that, imbued with a certain level of arrogance about himself. But yeah, that's one of the things specifically that was interesting, and we sort of brought out more in the rewriting of this season of that side of the character, was that desire that ended up with him in. I mean, I don't know. Were we careful about spoilers here, or where are we with them?
Well, we've seen most of this, but we haven't seen all of it.
Yeah. Yeah, but then when do you release these?
We're going to release it on the 11th, so I don't want to spoil
Okay,
it
I won't
too
say
much
anything
for
about it. That was hard,
fans,
but your question was right on point because it's hard baked into the journey of the character throughout the season.
Yeah, we got about 2 minutes. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Go ahead, Sabrina. You got anything?
No, I don't. I'm just sitting here because I've loved you since Mad Men,
Oh, bless you.
Expanse, Chernobyl.
Ah,
If you're in
The
it, I'm
Expanse.
watching it. That's
Yeah.
it.
True.
That is it. That's
Bless
why I was
you.
like, my hero. Oh my God.
Beltalowda.
Yes.
Oh my God, these Expanse people are loving that.
Sorry, my heart
You
just
know
did a
it.
flip.
Before we do have to go, I do want to do a fun question because I know you've been getting the deep questions. If you had to survive the actual collapse of a galactic empire with just one thing from craft services and
Wow.
one other cast member
Yeah.
by your side,
Yeah.
what are you grabbing and who's coming with you?
Wow. Well, I mean, a Twinkie. I mean, because they last forever, right? And a cast member, I'm not answering because I'm not going to get myself in trouble.
I want to tell you, you're the only one that did not answer that.
Really?
The smartest one of the group.
You're the smart one.
That's why he's Harry Sullivan. That's
why. Thank you so much.
What were the other things that they take with them from craft services?
Jelly donut.
Pretzels, jelly donuts.
Pretzels.
Okay.
I forgot what the other ones were.
Things that you have to eat right away.
Right.
Yeah.
That
See?
Twinkie will last, that's for sure.
I suppose actually the cleverest answer really would have been fruit, because you could take the seeds and plant the seeds and then you could get a tree out of it.
See?
That's what Lara said. Lara said fruit.
She did
Lara
say fruit,
Lara
yeah.
said fruit. Mhm.
Yeah, she
An
did.
apple or an orange or something, yeah.
Yep. There
But
we go.
she and Leah going together, so I don't know.
They're going to fight over the fruit.
Right.
Who gets
Go with the
yeah.
ferret. Go with the ferret. Grab the ferret.
Thank you so
Bless
much.
you.
We appreciate you. Right. Okay. What did I say? It's a squee
Okay.
moment. There were two of us on the screen. They were like, squee.
It was
Do
wonderful.
not make comments about how stupid I acted. Just go with me, folks.
Just go with it. Just go with it. Aw.
I mean,
good.
I was like, you don't understand.
But But Yvette, even you had a good time in that interview too,
Oh
like
God,
despite
yeah.
the Expanse stuff.
No, I mean, I know who he is,
Yeah.
I was fanning out the minute he came on, we know the names, we know who they are, we watch this, and then they come on the screen and they're talking to us, and I do know that Richard Harris was his father. So it was it was big, it was I loved it. When he came
Oh,
on, if you see my face when he
yeah.
came on, I was like,
Oh, and then he had the backdrop, and
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
was like,
yeah.
oh my
And then
God,
his
he's
voice, his voice is everything. And I
well,
love his voice.
a
So
British accent will just do it for me. It doesn't
But
matter, but
is it, I think
Irish.
I mean, I do love my various different types of British accents, but but Yvette's right, it's his voice.
Hmm.
It's that gravelly
yeah.
raspiness, and it also has a lot of bass to it or
Hmm.
depth to it, like
Yep.
like it's a really interesting voice that goes, like, it travels a lot of different places in the midst of one word. And can you
Yes.
tell, like, I listen to shit like this.
Yeah, but
Like
it's
I like
true. You're absolutely
you
right.
know
That's exactly what it does. Because he's got a lot of dialogue. So
Hmm.
he says a lot of words, and I mean his words. He's the one. He is the glory of the show.
He's Harry
He's the
Seldon. Come
god
on, yeah.
of the
right.
show. So he hypnotizes you with that voice,
Mm-hmm.
because he's
Like
selling it. He's selling it to them, he's selling it to the audience. He sold us Foundation. Like you said, the books are have their time and place, but he is the face of this now.
Yeah.
And I don't think if they got anybody that didn't have like a specific tone to their voice, I don't know how good it would be, because there's so much monologue going on,
Right.
but yeah,
Yeah,
it's his voice that gets me every time. Yeah.
like Roxanne Dawson said, she said the dialogue is just so heady
Yeah.
and intellectual. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
when you're listening to him
Yeah.
talking to Gail, especially when they're
Hmm.
just running their stuff about the psycho history, you're just like,
Yes.
I I totally believe that. You're like, is
Right.
this
Right.
what
Right.
are you
Believe what
talking
Like
you
about?
what they said. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
believe. I'm here. I believe you. Yes.
You're like, oh, and there's a piece that's, flipping and missing. I'm like, oh, of course there is. Yes. I see it totally. What are you talking about, Harry? But you're ready to follow him. You're
Yeah.
ready to go because
Yeah.
he's like, that makes complete sense.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep.
Or even when his character, even when he's like telling you to go fuck off,
Sure.
Oh
like you're
my
like,
Same.
goodness, yes.
which he
Same.
does, because his character is very arrogant for
Hmm.
a lot of this journey, that we see,
Oh,
like, but I mean, in the books, you don't see Harry Seldon.
no.
Harry Seldon, like these books that, like in the books, like you meet Harry Seldon way back in the
In the
beginning,
beginning,
and then you never see him again. Yeah, like, except for every once in a while, like he'll come out and pop out of, like,
pop
That
somebody
out of the
meets
makes
him
vault.
in the
that
queue.
makes even more sense.
Each crisis point,
Yeah.
Harry
Yeah.
Seldon pops
Hmm.
up. One iteration of Harry Seldon pops up, and then you see them, and you get
Yeah.
advice from him, ask him questions. You just, where are we going? What are we doing?
He goes
Yeah.
back in the vault.
And
It's
then he
like,
goes right back into the vault. Yep. And-
But that makes so much sense,
Mhm.
because he's just the voice. He's that person giving you that advice. So
hmm.
that voice it makes even more sense
Yeah.
now
So
that
they
he's
they
over
they
that.
cast very correctly for
Yes.
for
Yeah.
that
Yeah, they
role.
did. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This
Mhm.
Harry Seldon though is he's amazing. This in second season, I love the way they're doing this because it's almost like, you had all these great characters and this whole big story, the whole, church part where they were the religion part. And
The
now you're
found
coming
the religious phase. Uh-huh.
right, yes.
Hmm.
And now you're coming into this different phase, 152 years. I mean, you got that when you see it. It's like I'm not giving anything away.
Right.
152 years later,
Hmm.
you're like, what is happening? And everything you're like, okay, so now where are we and who are these people? And now you got a whole new cast coming in
Yeah.
and a whole new dynamic, whole new story. So you're just so excited, but it's still foundation. It's like you feel like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, whatever Harry was telling you in season one, if I was just kidding, like I said, I got it. The guy,
Yeah.
yeah, I got it because I heard it. Okay, yeah,
Hmm.
all right. we're, we're in second foundation now. Of course. Like, what? This is so
Yeah.
wild. I mean, your head just explodes
Yeah.
trying to understand exactly what's going on. And I love this kind of sci-fi. I
Me
love
too.
this.
I do too. I
Yeah.
love it. This is my favorite kind of sci-fi. I
Yeah.
love this.
Big epic
Yeah,
sci-fi
just
is what it
love it.
is.
I
It's
love it.
generational spanning in a true sense.
Yep.
It gets into deep time,
Yep.
Hmm.
like, and it takes time to tell the story.
Right.
Yes.
Is
That's what
this
I
is
love.
not soundbite sci-fi.
Yeah. Yeah. This
No.
is this
And
is
there are
that old
multiple
sci-fi.
stories. Yeah.
This is a
Hmm.
book sci. You know, this is people who read the book and wanted to put it on the screen. I mean, I
Hmm.
never read the books.
Books.
Books,
Because
right.
yeah, because
Hmm.
that's the thing. Like Asimov's whole mission was this is like this is a huge he wasn't telling one book, right?
Right. Hmm.
Like it took books to
Books.
tell the story of this empire, the rise, the fall, the breadth of it. The one of the only people that I feel like is doing it has done it just as well, but in a fantasy setting was Stephen Erickson, and his Tales of the Malazan Empire books are
Mm.
amazing and really go into this deep time. You're really looking at the life and breath of an entire civilization over the
Wow.
ages, over
Yeah.
thousands of years. It's
Mhm.
absolutely stunning. Um,
Mm.
but yeah, I would put them
Those two together.
together,
Yeah. I
Yeah.
you
I
love
know,
that
don't,
world
yeah, I
for
can't
that
building.
think of
examination.
anything. Not even Dune has the same kind of time scope.
No.
Mm.
It's only a few generations in Dune. Well, it's a lot, but it's
Hmm.
nothing like
In the
what we're
original Dune,
talking
and then
about
and then
here.
his son took over, and it's like, yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
and there's a whole mishmash of
yeah.
whatever. Yeah, but
Yeah. So anyway, okay,
Hmm.
we're digressing like crazy, but I
I
mean,
know
this is
that's what
how
we do.
why this show is so good though. Foundation inspires all these different conversations, and
Hmm.
what Isaac Asimov did in the beginning is still amazing now. So even though we've changed and got a little bit more diverse and da 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 da, it's still a
It's
completely
still Asmo.
Hmm.
relevant storytelling.
Yeah.
Yep.
And speaking of that diversity, that change, our
Hello.
gal, Lula Bell, and as Gail Dornick, Gail Dornick was a man, a white
Mm.
man in the original books. So here's Lou playing this character,
Oh,
and she's so amazing. I'm in love with this young woman.
me too. Um, this is epic. Like we were just saying, this is an epic story. And this epic story is being led by this young black woman. And uh it's a lot. Like my children and I think we've gotten everybody in the family to watch this thing. And they all, not that they knew the story of Foundation. It was the same thing that so we came to Foundation through Chris Marshall. Chris Marshall plays uh Danny
For all mankind. For all
on For
mankind.
All
For all
Mankind.
mankind.
Right. So when we interviewed her, she said, "Have you seen this
Right.
new series on Apple called Foundation? It is the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. Beautiful people, brown and black people everywhere." We were like, "What? What is this?"
I was down. I had been waiting for it. Like I knew it was
Yeah.
coming, and I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
I couldn't wait.
So
Yeah,
so that's,
he was right.
and I had started looking at it, and I'm gonna tell you, it took me a while to get through
For sure.
season. I think it took me
One.
3 tries to
Season
get
one.
through season one.
Mm-hmm.
And then while I was watching it, a kid would come in and go, "That's a lot of black folks. That's black people." And then, the girls are like, nobody's got a perm or a wig. Everybody's got natural hair. What is this? And then they would bring their friends in and they're like, "Oh, I love it." It's the beauty of this show. This show is beautiful to watch.
I'm
It is
telling you.
just rich. I mean, the browns and the caramels and the reds, they are just, everything is just so beautiful to look at.
Mm-hmm.
Along with it being a space adventure, a science fiction adventure, a fantasy adventure, and all led by, this one young woman, this black young woman.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just because she's the smartest one in the room,
Yeah.
and then we just go on her adventure over all these, eons, these decades. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful to watch. And I love her.
Yeah.
I love everything she does. She is just holding it down. I believe
Mm-hmm.
that's the phrase that
Yeah.
the kids use.
And they're working my girl in this one.
Yeah,
They
they
are
are.
just I mean, she had a lot to do in season 2. They were always throwing her in some water. I mean, they're just making her do
Forever in some
in
water.
some I'm like,
I
what,
mean, that's where she's
sis?
from, so
But
Yep.
right, she's
Makes
from the
sense.
water planet, so
from
she's
the water
okay.
planet. So
But I love that she's like the smartest person in the room.
yeah,
I mean, Harry Seldon's appointed, I mean,
yep,
come on, that is just too much. And,
yeah,
the show has a lot of powerful women in it, which is another
yep,
thing,
Yes.
which just makes this really fun. It's like they're just incredible, either villains
yeah.
or heroines. So,
Hmm.
and since she is the top of she's the top though.
And
And
Yeah,
and a complete reversal. That's a complete reversal from the
yes,
books.
right,
yeah.
which had like
Hmm.
no women
Zero
doing
women,
anything.
like two
Zero.
women. There were like two women like
In the
throughout like three or four books, and they were both stupid
and they got
and
shot in the
petty.
first. One of them, didn't she? She died in the first one. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, she's gone.
Because Demerzel wasn't a woman either, right? The robot. Well, it was probably
Right.
wasn't called Demerzel, was it?
No, it wasn't called Demerzel.
It was a
Hmm.
robot. Yes,
So
So
yeah.
Lou,
that's
Lou
dope, baby.
is
So,
So back to Lou,
right.
right?
who was a new Lou, new Gale in this one. Ooh.
She's a new Gale.
Hmm.
Anyway, listen to the interview. You guys are
There
gonna
you
love it.
go.
There you go.
Hi, we're the SyFy Sisters. I'm Tamia. We've got Sabrina and Yvette. How are you?
I am good. How are you?
We're
I'm
good.
great. We're great. It's so lovely to talk to you. We've been following you in your career. We're so excited that you got this role. And yeah, and what you're doing with it is amazing. So I know this 5 minutes is going to be really short, so we're going to jump into it. And one of the reasons why I love this show, this rendition of the Foundation so much is because it's such a racially diverse cast. And it's beautiful. And I think that's one of the gifts of science fiction is that we can see what the possibilities are in the future, right? And we can see ourselves in so many different roles. But as we know, in real life, that's not necessarily the case. And we don't see Black women at the lead or the center of the story. And I'm wondering, in that context, how does it feel to be playing Gail this season as she's totally stepped into her power and independence?
Honestly, it's been so amazing to get to like portray this character in this way. I think she is powerful and she is a badass and she should be in control. Like why not, you know?
Right.
And I felt like really empowered by her and by her this season, and I hope that that kind of is an inspiration to a lot of people. Because she does make mistakes. She's not like perfect, but she's trying her best, and she also has to make sacrifices and throw some people under the bus to like get what she wants. And it's kind of like seeing her two faces a little bit more instead of just this like heroine who's just all like trying to do good the whole time. Like she's doing good, but she's still layered and she's
Yeah.
got different sides to her, which is great.
Very
Yeah.
human.
Yeah.
Mhm. Go
You are
ahead,
not
Sabrina.
knocking it out of the park. So, if you could say in one word what your arc has been in the season, what would it be? Because you were doing it this season.
Oh, one word. That's so hard. Resilient, I guess. Maybe. I think. Yeah, that's the one word. But she's rolling with the punches. She's got the thing that she knows she has to do no matter what comes to her. She's not getting distracted by men. I mean, a little bit, but like not really.
Aren't we all?
You know, she still loses people, but she's gotta say goodbye and let them go so that she can go to what she has set out to do. In order to save humanity, and she's also willing to sacrifice herself to do that. So yeah, resilient.
Well, we
You're
got
amazing.
no time left, so I'm going to do this really, really quick.
Yes,
This is a
I'll try
fun
to.
one. If you survive the collapse, if you have to survive a real collapse of a galactic empire, and you could just bring one thing from craft services, and one, what was it? One
Cast member.
character, one cast member. Who would it be? And what are you grabbing?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Probably we have these like really delicious. I don't know those stick pretzels. Those are like part of our like in Prague. We've got eat those and those really good, salty, and more salty than sweet. And then one cast member is so hard.
That's great cast.
It's a great cast. I guess me and Cassian are really close friends outside of the show as well. So yeah, probably Cassian. We laugh a lot and we get along, and yeah, so that's good.
Yeah, all that joy. Bring that joy out there.
Yeah. Yeah, we love it. I mean, thank you so much for
Thank
this role. Thank you for your career. I mean, we really think that you are a bright, shining star. And, our job is to shine a light on Black thought and Black creativity. And sister, you were doing the thing. And
For
we're so
real.
proud of
Very,
you.
very proud of you.
Thank
Yeah.
you. It was so nice to meet all three of you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you too.
Bye.
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 Okay, like we said, she's a new Gale. And
And
I
she's
mean,
beautiful. She's so freaking beautiful.
she's
And gracious,
gorgeous.
very gracious.
Extremely gracious.
mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, she's a star. She's definitely a
Mhm.
star.
Yeah. And she
So,
gets how important this part is.
mhm.
You know,
Yes.
it was like talking to Sonequa who understood the mission, you know?
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
definitely,
Yeah, she
definitely.
totally understands the mission. And you could see like a little light of like, yay, when the three of us came on the screen in her eyes, you
Yeah, we
know?
always seem to get that.
Mhm.
I loved it. I love that that was there, because sometimes, like I said, we were in a room full of big fish. We were a little fish and a, slightly darker fish. So,
Mhm.
I'm
The
sure it
only
was
dark
nice,
fish.
right?
The
So,
only ones that we
right,
saw for sure, for sure.
that we saw, yeah. So,
Hmm.
I'm sure, that helps. I'm pretty sure in a long day, you know. So
Yeah,
I'm glad
because
we were there.
we've seen what Black women in sci-fi have had to go through in other franchises, and it's not funny, and it's tough.
Mm.
It's tough. So we were, I mean, it's our origin story, but
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Foundation does not seem to have. No, first season they
No,
took it. They took
they
it on the
still
Hmm.
chin.
do.
They're
Yeah,
They
still
still
taking
yeah,
it.
do. They still
yeah.
do. It's pretty
Yeah.
bad out there. It's pretty
Hmm.
bad.
Yeah, they're still
But they
taking it.
don't. I think they handle it a little. I think they're far away from it. It seems like they kind of step back from it a little more.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Because I
I
mean, they
don't
got
know.
Jenny Lamette she's right up at the top. They got
Mm.
Roxanne. I mean,
Yeah,
they got Black women, women of color, all up and down this thing. So, what
yeah.
you gonna
A lot
say?
of women, definitely a
A
lot of
lot of
women, a
women.
lot of
Yeah.
Hmm.
women. So, but yeah, it's the same for them. They get the same vitriol,
Yep.
bros, just talking nonsense out of their heads. So,
Right.
it is what it is,
Yeah.
I
We're
mean, I
here to
We
don't think,
defend. We're here to defend.
yeah, and I don't even classify it that way like
Mhm.
anymore. Like I don't pay attention to those people. They're just
Right.
not in my
Mm.
space. They're not in my head. They're
Yeah,
not in
they
my
really
sphere
Not at
at all.
all.
don't
Not at
seem
all.
to be.
I think like the thing is just keep shining. The
Hmm.
brighter we shine, the more it outshines them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they're not part
Don't give
of
them any
anything we
attention.
do.
Mm-mm.
It's just not part of our galaxy. They
Right.
don't come into our galaxy at all. That's not who
Mm-mm.
we are. We seem to always attract people who are very positive.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
we just and I think that shows with everything we do. So,
Yeah.
and I
I
think
think
Our
that
podcast aura is just very positive.
this
yes, our paw is
our
strong.
boss strong.
Our
um,
podcast aura.
always comes back to
Ara,
Star Trek.
Our
always. There's a
arc.
lot of Star Trek and
Futuristic.
Foundation this season, let me tell you.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Woof.
That
It
was
always comes
fun.
back to Star Trek.
Always.
We're gonna let y'all watch it and see, but woo, buddy.
Hmm. Yep.
Big surprise.
Yep.
That
Yeah,
was
there's a
grinning
lot of
from ear
Star
to
Trek
ear.
in there.
So,
Y'all will see.
yep,
You
yep,
better
yep.
see because you better watch. Yeah.
Please watch. Please
Please.
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah. I mean, watch with us and then, we can have great discussions about it,
Mhm. Yeah,
That's one of the things that is the fun part. That's the fun part.
definitely.
I think that I am grateful that Foundation is a different animal today than what it was. And I am grateful that I've been on the journey with it, that I got, because that first season was a slog. But I mean, it's so much to set up.
Yeah.
This story is so much to set up, and you still have to have some faith with the source material, you know. And we can't, so it was just a lot, but I feel like the experiment is still going on. We're on this multi-eon journey or whatever with this, with this cast and crew throughout the
Yeah.
ages. I
That is
can't.
so talented. I mean, like you said, this move that the thing looks like a feature film.
Mm,
Every episode.
Every episode, yes,
I agree. I agree. Yeah.
every
Oh,
episode,
Yeah.
it's
The
amazing.
the
I
locations that they go to are amazing.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I can't. We've only seen, like, I've only seen half. They gave us like a
The
small
whole
amount of episode.
9. We got all of it except for the
Did I
last one.
watch all of it?
I did not. I
I
didn't
have
want
not
to.
watched. I'm
Maybe I
savoring every.
stopped.
Yeah, I want to. It's so good that I'm like,
Yeah,
you
I
want
think
to
I might.
watch it another one. I'm like, should I watch another? Nope, nope, nope,
No,
nope. Because
just
then I
stick
got
with
so
me.
much. It's so much long. It's so long until
Oh,
everybody
I
catches
did
up.
watch all of it. Oh, I couldn't stop. That's right, I did. I remember. I'm just remembering. Oh, you guys are gonna love this season.
Yeah,
Okay, but I watched everything that they gave us, but I don't think we haven't seen. That does not include the
we don't have the
finale.
final.
We don't have
No,
the finale.
No.
So I would be down for a post-season show, towards the
oh,
finale,
absolutely.
Sure.
you know,
Yeah,
because I'm sure we're gonna have a lot to talk about.
I agree.
There's no way we
Hmm.
I
can't.
agree. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah. And Lou, just to sing her praises one more time, I think she's a talent to watch for, you know. I think she's going to be doing amazing things. And
Uh,
I just watched an interview with her where the guy was asking her, like, who were her influences, like, in her profession, in her industry. And she named off, she was like, all of them are women of color, and they all have different stories,
Mm.
and reasons why they're like, and they're all in this industry. And she started off with Viola Davis, and I was like, oh, that's my
Oh,
girl. There you
Of
go, girl.
course.
There you go, girl.
Of course.
It's a cool interview. If we get the chance to interview her at all again, I would love to talk to her about those.
Yep.
Yeah.
Apple, if you're listening, and
And
we
we
know
know
you
you are.
are.
We'd love to talk to Lou again.
Hey,
Um,
hey, hey.
so uh, I think, yeah, I think that's we've pretty much said it all right now
I think so.
that we can say.
Right. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I think
Yeah.
if we keep talking, we're going to stray into
We're gonna get
that
in
that
embargo
that
land.
yeah. And so I
So
think we
don't do
better,
that. Don't
Nope,
do
no,
nope,
that.
nope.
Don't do
we
that.
we better
Just
wrap this up.
right. Just remember that again, Friday,
July.
July, oh boy, July 11th,
Mhm.
Foundation episode 1, season 3, episode 1 comes on along with this podcast. So if you're listening to this podcast, it's probably July 11th.
Right. And if you haven't watched Foundation, you better skedaddle and go on
Yeah.
over and watch it. If you haven't watched any of the previous seasons, please do.
Yeah,
Please come on and
definitely.
join this train. There's a reason why the Sci-Fi Sisters love it so much. And if you are a Foundation book lover, just check that and go on this new just go on this new journey. Don't
Yes.
expect the books because you're not going to
Not
find
gonna
them.
find it.
You're going to find pieces of them, but you're not going to find the books. But I'm telling you, it's a great story.
Yeah,
Um,
what you'll find will definitely wow you. So
yeah.
just be open to it. That's all.
Hmm. And if you've watched and you're just beginning to watch this new season, yay! Like, we'll see you out there in the ether on the intranets.
On the intranets. Oh, and I also want to just put out there, let people know that this is for our Patreons. We will have a special Patreon exclusive version of this podcast, uh, of the video of this podcast for patrons only.
Ooh,
So
ooh, ooh.
check out Patreon and you'll find all the details. You'll probably get an email coming to your inbox real soon.
Yeah, Patreon is the place, y'all, for exclusive Sci-Fi Sisters content,
Yes.
and it's a great community in Patreon. So we hope you would consider joining us over there. Which Yvette's going to give you all the details of all of these places where people can join and talk and chat, etc. Correct?
Correct. You can find us at sci-fi sisters.com. That's SyFysistas.com. Join us on the mothership. That's MUTHASHIP. And the Sci-Fi Sisters Book Club, both on Facebook. On Instagram and Threads, sci-fi.sisters. And under the blue skies as Sci-Fi Sisters. For more interviews, the live show, and our infamous Top 10 series, subscribe to our YouTube channel at Sci-Fi Sisters Inc. Become a patron of Sci-Fi Sister today at patreon.com/Sci-Fi Sisters. The Trek Geeks Network's presenting sponsor is Fansets. Go to fansets.com for pins and memorabilia from all your favorite franchises. Visit fansets.com and use Trek Geeks, all caps, for your exclusive 10% discount. Our friends at Stranger Comics, the best in fantasy comics, invite our listeners to visit strangercomics.com and use SFS to receive an exclusive 10% discount. After listening to this podcast, please write a review, rate us, and write a review. That's why I need to read, right? After listening to this podcast, please rate us and write a review. We may just read it on an upcoming episode. Wow.
And of course, we need to thank our associate producers, the most incredible associate producers anywhere. We thank you, Sailor Marge, Karen Dramera, and Stephanie Baker, for all the hard work you do on our behalf and all your contributions to Sci-Fi Sisters. We love you, and we love everybody else out there for listening. Thank you, and catch you next time. Peace, love, and hair grease. Hey, everybody. Sister Tamia here with the shorty shoutouts for this month. We'd like to thank the following patrons for your support: Brian B. No Adams, Tara, Cleo Townsend, Sandra Aponte, Lenny, Oils Galore, Michael Stakem, Allison Leach Hyde, Mike and Kristen Holton, Ayana May Tom, Casey Shafsky, Brad DeMag, Mike Nauer, Cassandra, Bruce Wilson, LJ, Tara Jefferson, Bernadette Garcia Galvez, Rhonda G, Rita Persant Nethersoul, Bill Erickson, Zakia Graham, Linda Anderegg, Jeffrey Cochran, Old Klein, Peter Heisler, Olga Kravchuk, TJ Jackson Bay, Liza Albright, Kaylia Zawaki, Stephanie Baker, Sailor Marge, Stephanie Dole, Jamal Taylor, Scott Jensen, Ann Bradley, Howard Hogan, L.M., Timothy Baum, Dave A. Gregory, Daphne Boston, Karen Dramera, Sue K., Mohammed Noor, Susan V. Gruner, and Anna Post. Thank you all so much for your contributions. We love you.